Have you ever found yourself in a place that feels like a dream you've carried with you forever? That's what Rome is for me. A city that seems to exist both in memory and in the present, blurring the line between what's real and what's imagined. Every street here is a living history book, alive with the hum of vespers, the aroma of fresh espresso, and the sound of laughter echoing off ancient stones. The city pulses with energy, yet there's a softness to it, as if time itself has slowed down to let you savor every moment. Ancient walls stand shoulder to shoulder with trendy boutiques, and the past isn't just preserved in museums, it's woven into the fabric of daily life. You'll find centuries-old stones supporting the latest fashion displays, and every corner tells a story that's still unfolding. The city's true magic is how time flows here. One moment you're gazing at ruins that have stood for millennia, the next you're watching children play soccer in the same ancient square, their laughter mingling with the whispers of history. Romans don't just live around history, they live with it, embracing the old and the new as part of their everyday rhythm. It's a coexistence that feels effortless, as if the city itself breathes through its people. The cobblestones beneath your feet, the fountains that sparkle in the sunlight, the endless rooftops stretching toward the horizon, they're all gentle reminders that you're part of something much bigger than yourself. A story that began long before you arrived and will continue long after you leave. You don't need to be a historian or an art lover to feel Rome's soul. Just open your heart, let your senses guide you, and the city will speak to you in its own language, a language of beauty, resilience, and wonder. Here, every stone and every piazza has witnessed centuries of life, celebrations, heartbreaks, revolutions, and quiet moments of reflection. The city remembers, and it invites you to remember too. When you're in Rome, you're not just a tourist, you're a time traveler, making your own memories alongside gladiators, emperors, artists, and dreamers who walked these streets before you. It's a beautiful, delicious mess of history and humanity, all rolled into one vibrant tapestry. The chaos and the calm, the old and the new, all coexist in a way that feels uniquely Roman. And the best part? Everyone, no matter where you're from, is invited to be part of the story, to add your own chapter to the eternal city. Let's talk about the giants, Rome's icons. These are the monuments that have shaped not just a city, but the world's imagination for centuries. They stand as silent witnesses to the rise and fall of empires, to the stories of millions who have walked these streets before us. The Colosseum, breathtaking, massive, and alive with echoes of ancient crowds and gladiators. Its weathered stones have seen emperors, epic battles, and roaring crowds. Even now you can almost hear the distant cheers and feel the pulse of history in its shadow. Today, it's surrounded by city life. Cars, selfies, and souvenir stands, a striking contrast. The ancient and the modern collide here, creating a living tapestry where the past is never far away. The Roman Forum, once the empire's bustling heart, now a place where you walk ancient roads and feel the weight of history. Imagine senators debating, merchants trading, and citizens gathering in the shadow of temples and triumphal arches. The Pantheon, step inside, look up at the oculus, and feel a direct connection to the sky and centuries past. Its perfect dome and mysterious light inspire awe, just as they did for Romans nearly 2,000 years ago. Sunbeams and rain pour through, making the space feel sacred and timeless. The elements themselves become part of the architecture, reminding you that this place has endured through every season and every era. These landmarks aren't isolated, they're woven into daily life. Locals pass by on their way to work, children play in their shadows, and visitors from around the world pause to marvel. You might eat pasta with a view of the Pantheon or spot the Colosseum on your commute. Here, history is not just remembered, it's lived every single day. Ancient wonders are neighbors here, part of the city's rhythm. The old and the new exist side by side, each adding to the city's unique character. They remind you that Rome is a place where giants once walked and still stand. Their presence is a daily reminder of the city's enduring spirit and its place in history. Every day, Romans live side by side with history, It's a city where the extraordinary is simply part of the everyday. That's what makes this city truly special. In Rome, the past is not just preserved. It's alive, shaping the present and inspiring the future. Here, the past is always present, inviting you to stand with giants and become part of Rome's timeless story. Modern life in Rome unfolds right next to ancient history. Every day, Romans walk the same streets that emperors, poets, and artists once called home, their footsteps echoing through time. Picture sipping cappuccino in a sunlit piazza, surrounded by centuries-old fountains and walls. The gentle hum of conversation mixes with the splash of water from ancient fountains, and the aroma of fresh coffee drifts through the air, connecting past and present in every moment. Shopkeepers sweep cobblestones once marched on by legionaries. Delivery trucks squeeze through streets built for horses. The city's daily rhythm is shaped by its history, as modern life adapts to the contours of ancient stones. The city isn't a museum. It's a living, breathing blend of past and present. Here, ancient columns stand beside bustling shops, and the ruins are woven into the fabric of everyday life. Piazzas are Rome's living rooms. Artists, musicians, and kids fill spaces like Piazza Navona, while markets like Campo dei Fiori buzz by day and transform at night. These squares are where stories are shared, laughter echoes, and the city's creative spirit thrives. History here isn't just for tourists, it belongs to everyone. Roman families picnic near monuments, and locals find quiet moments of reflection in the shadow of ancient arches. Locals have favorite benches overlooking ruins, and morning coffee comes from bars older than most countries. These rituals are part of the city's heartbeat, grounding Romans in their heritage. Romans interact with history every day, adding their own chapters to the city's story. Each encounter with a weathered wall or a familiar statue is a reminder of the generations that came before. This intimate relationship with the past gives Rome its soul. It's a city where memory and modernity are inseparable, and every sunset over the ruins feels like a new beginning. It's a reminder that we're all part of a much bigger ongoing tale. The city's story is still being written, with each person adding their own mark to its legacy. In Rome, daily life and history are inseparable. The ordinary and the extraordinary exist side by side, making every day feel special. That's what makes the city feel so authentic and alive. The energy of the people, the beauty of the ruins, and the pulse of the streets create a unique atmosphere found nowhere else. Here, you're always living in the shadow and the light of history. In Rome, every moment is touched by the past, and every day is a chance to become part of its timeless story. Beyond the famous monuments lies a quieter, secret Rome. Get lost on purpose. Find hidden courtyards, tiny churches, and ancient fountains tucked away from crowds. Walk the Appian Way or explore Quartier Coppede's whimsical architecture. Descend through layers of history in places like San Clemente, where centuries stack beneath your feet. In these corners, you're not a tourist, you're an explorer. Discover artisan workshops or family-run trattorias where tradition lives on. Here, Rome's true spirit whispers, waiting for you to listen. My favorite Roman moment wasn't at a famous site. It was on a quiet bench on Palatine Hill. I ate a simple sandwich as the sun set over the Forum, the city glowing in gold and pink. From ancient ruins to modern rooftops, all of Rome stretched before me. I felt connected to emperors, everyday Romans, and travelers across centuries. It was pure, overwhelming joy, a sense of belonging to something eternal. Rome gives you these moments when you least expect them. It's more than sightseeing. It's a deep emotional connection. In Rome, you find your own piece of forever, and that feeling stays with you long after you leave. Walking through Rome is a feast for the senses. Warm ochre and terracotta buildings glow in the sun. Ivy climbs ancient walls, and stone pines frame the sky. The city hums with conversation, clinking glasses and the music of Italian voices. Vespers buzz, church bells ring, and fountains splash, a uniquely Roman soundtrack. The air is rich with espresso, baking bread, and simmering sauces. Every step is a reminder that something delicious is nearby. You feel the city under your feet, the sun on your skin, the cool mist from a fountain. Rome invites you to touch, taste, and listen, to experience it with every sense. It leaves a vibrant, lasting impression on your soul. In Rome, you're always in conversation with the past. The Pantheon's dome inspires awe, just as it did 2,000 years ago. Ancient aqueducts peek from modern walls. Medieval churches borrow columns from temples. The city's stones tell stories of recycling and continuity. At the baths of Caracalla, you imagine Romans relaxing, chatting, living their lives. History here is human and relatable, not just emperors, but everyday people. Every worn threshold and public fountain connects you to centuries of life. In Rome, you add your own voice to the city's ongoing story. To understand Rome, you have to feel its heartbeat, found in its people and their passion for life. La Dolce Vita isn't luxury, it's joy in simple things. A meal with family, an evening stroll, a chat in the piazza. Food is a celebration. Every dish tells a story. Every meal is an act of love. Romans are proud of their traditions and love to share them. The evening passeggiata brings everyone out to stroll, connect, and enjoy the city together. Community and human connection are at Rome's core. To feel the city's spirit, slow down and be present. Sit on the Spanish steps, relax in the Borghese gardens, talk to a local. In these moments, you'll feel Rome's warmth and energy. The city's heartbeat will sync with your own. So, what are you waiting for? Rome isn't just a place to read about, it's a city to experience. Imagine walking ancient cobblestones, turning a corner to see the Pantheon, or savouring pasta at a tiny table. The best parts of Rome are the ones you discover by accident. Let yourself get lost, follow your curiosity. Don't rush, let the city surprise and charm you. Rome rewards those open to its magic and eager to find their own story. Go, find your favorite piazza, your best gelato, your hidden corner. Stand in the Colosseum, make a wish at the Trevi Fountain, talk to a stranger, fall in love with the city, because Rome will love you back. It makes everyone feel at home, like they belong. Rome is eternal, beautiful, and waiting for you. Go and make your own memories. Let Rome become part of your story. The city's magic is yours to discover.